Hi. Welcome to 52 Weeks of Angel Connection. My name is Christy Clemens Hoffman. I am an intuitive energy healer and hypnotherapist based in Kansas City, Missouri. And I'm coming to you from the office that I share in Waldo, which is a neighborhood of Kansas City. So, anyway, I've got my t-shirt on. God is dope. Because God is dope. Every week of 2020, I set out to bring forth a different aspect of God. So God, of course, is in everything, in all ways. This is one of the principles that my church espouses, which is the first principle is God is good and inherent and active in everything, everywhere. So if God is good and inherently active in everything, everywhere, then God is also active in me. And I am part of that. I am part of that God is dope. And also the archangels, the ascended masters, all spiritual beings are part of that collective God energy. So today we're going to be talking with, about, and to Archangel Raguel. And that is one that you may not have heard very much. He's not in the typical pantheon of archangels, not like Michael, Gabriel, Raphael. We hear about those all the time. So Raguel is a little bit different. Archangel Raguel, according to Archangels and Ascended Masters by Doreen Virtue, his name, he's a Judeo-Christian angel. His name means friend of God. His chief role in heaven is to oversee all of the other archangels and angels. He ensures that they're all working together in a harmonious and orderly fashion according to divine order and will. As a result, he's often referred to as the Archangel of Justice and Fairness. Raguel loves to be a champion to underdogs, and he can help those who feel slighted or mistreated to become more empowered and respected. So I see Archangel Raguel as a mediator. He is well versed in social work, in crisis management, in helping people get along, two opposing sides to get along. And I was looking for who we would talk with and to and about for this YouTube series. And he stepped forward yesterday and said, yeah, I'm here. I want to speak. Typically, I do a poll. I post a poll on one of the groups on Facebook that I moderate, and that is Radiate You. Radiate You as in university, Radiate You as in the letter U, also Radiate You as in you. So in that group, it's a subscription-based group. I post a poll usually each week, which being you would like to hear from. And I didn't get around to it this week or last week. So I was kind of searching for who needed to come through, and Archangel Raguel said, that's me. I need to. So I know that it is true. So Archangel Raguel can help us with, again, according to Doreen Virtue, resolving arguments, cooperation and harmony in groups and families, defending the unfairly treated, empowerment, especially for underdogs, mediation of disputes, and orderliness. These are all things that are very much needed right now. As I record this, it is Monday, June. Oh my gosh, June 1st, 2020. I had such high hopes for 2020 to be a visionary year. I had such high hopes for having clear 2020 vision in 2020. Things turned out a little bit differently. So we're still having this vision of how things are going, but we need to just realize and see it for what it is. And that is birthing a new reality. Change is painful. Change is messy. Change is difficult and can be lengthy. What we see now started in a way with COVID, which we're still dealing with. Here in June, on June 1st, 2020, we're still dealing with COVID. We're not out of the woods by any means. By any means. But what we've learned through this is that the things we thought essential were not necessarily essential. What's essential is not handbags. It's not the latest shoe design. It's not insurance executives. What's essential is community. What's essential is taking care of each other. What is essential is providing necessary services. Necessary services, like I said, are not handbags and perfume. These things are nice, but they're not essential. What's essential is healthcare. What's essential is the people who clean the healthcare facilities. What's essential is providing care for each other. What's essential is helping everybody get fed. It doesn't have to be the latest, hippest restaurant. What is essential is getting people fed, making sure that everyone has enough. That's what's essential. So COVID kind of started the ball rolling by disrupting us out of our normal routine, putting us into a situation where we're all having to figure things out together. You know, a friend of mine said, people are saying we're all in the same boat. Not necessarily. Some of us are in little rowboats with a hole in them that we have to bail out. So it takes us longer to get anywhere. Some of us are in yachts with a staff and a kitchen and a crew. True. This is very true. We're not in the same boat. However, we are all in this together. And the more that we can realize that we depend on each other, the better off we're going to be. And the more that we take care of each other, the sooner we'll get through this whole thing. The sooner we realize how we're connected and that we are all connected, the sooner we'll be able to learn what we need to learn from this. So we weren't getting the message with COVID necessarily. So then we just add civil unrest. It's like our angelic counterparts are telling us, people, focus on what's important. Focus on what is important. What is important is taking care of each other. What is important is making sure people are treated fairly, that people who are sick get cared for. I'm hearing many reports of people getting these huge hospital bills after falling sick to coronavirus through no fault of their own. That's not what's intended to happen. I'm sorry if this sounds a little soapboxy, but Raguel just wants to let everyone know that we need to be coming together. We need to be seeing who is being treated unfairly, who is not being treated unfairly. We need to make sure that those of us who are treated fairly can help those who are not being treated fairly. We need to work for change, that we can advocate for those who feel like they don't have a voice to advocate. All right, let's see if there's anything else that he would like to say. He says, no, you're doing a pretty good job. That's exactly what I would say. I see him calling together a kind of a board meeting. You know, if we think of Archangel Raguel as a mediator or an HR manager, you know, those people would call together meetings every once in a while, department heads, right? Or of two groups that need to come together, that need to have an understanding. So I see him just calling together this board meeting. It looks very official, et cetera, et cetera. And he's just saying, I'm sure you're wondering why I've called you all together. You are needing to talk to each other. You're needing to listen to each other. Yeah, in fact, he says listening is even more important than talking. When others are talking, you need to shut up. And he literally said that. You need to shut up. You need to listen. Okay, what else does he have to say? He's saying, yes, this is painful, this is messy, this is difficult. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Do not think for 1 second that those at my station are not on top of this, because we are. Do not think for a moment that we have forsaken you or forgotten you. All you need to do is know that we are there, and you will be able to feel us. He says, if you have any doubt that we're there, just say our names. So that would be Raguel, Raziel stepping forward, Michael, some call him Michael, Mother Mary is stepping forward, Kuan Yin is stepping forward, Siddhartha Gautama is stepping forward, Jesus is stepping forward, even Gandhi is stepping forward. If you have any doubt that we are not listening and not paying attention, just say our names. You know, I did attend a protest yesterday here in the city of Kansas City. It's very peaceful, extremely peaceful. And yes, there was chanting and shouting, but we were doing so in unison. There was one group of people who said, say his name, and the others would respond with someone who had been killed unjustly and unfairly. So, and just like that, Raguel is saying, if you doubt it, say our name. Hashtag say our name. And so we can call in whatever beings that we would like to help us to navigate the waters between people in our lives who are not understanding our words and who are not listening to our words, who are not listening to our intention, who are misrepresenting our intention, who are misrepresenting our position, who are misrepresenting because they just are not listening. And that is true of us, right? Humans do not listen. We all have our biases, and it's very difficult to hear anything past our own bias. It's like a buzz. He's showing me like the staticky TV. We can't hear anything over that. He says, peace is at hand. Peace is at hand. Hang in there during the messy part, but peace is at hand. He said, keep your eyes focused on the future of everyone getting along, the future of everyone understanding the biases that you all have. Keep your eyes on the future of everyone being able to come together. He says, that is all. I am Raguel. Beautiful message. All right. If you've hung with me this long, thank you so much for doing that. See you next week. Bye.